care, we know what we're talking about. Matt Gibbs in the guys over at Sunrise Automotive will treat you right. We'll treat you right.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. You are going to be happy that you are listening today. Now, just in case this show ever gets repeated, which it doesn't usually happen on Matt's show, but today's November 30th. It is Cyber Monday, and the reason you're going to be very happy you tuned in is because Matt has one of those charge boxes that we've been talking about that he's going to give away during the course of this show. I'll have him explain what it is and what it does and everything, but if you already know what he's talking about or what I'm talking about, the way you get in the running is by calling 732-8000. That's the office line. Robin will answer. She'll put your name into the fishbowl. We haven't used the fishbowl in a long time. I wasn't even sure it was still here. But she'll put your name in the fishbowl. At the end of the show, one name will be picked from the fishbowl. That person will win the charge box, which will enable you to jumpstart a car without another car. And Matt can explain all of the technical stuff about this if you have questions about it. And P.S., if you don't win it, it's even a better price than I thought it was. I was telling you $135. Matt just said it's $119 now. So, and of course, your normal questions about your cars are invited. The number to get on the air is 622-9622. The number to get your name in the fishbowl for this one little half-hour contest that Matt decided to do is 732-8000. Robin will put your name in the fishbowl, and then at the end, we'll pick one. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, Larry.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
So this morning, I was thinking I was going to need a jump start.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I was open. The thing about my car is when you open it, the lights come on.
Stinking car.
And so yesterday I was unloading because we had a gig on Saturday and I was too lazy to do it. So early in the morning, I'm out there emptying the car before the musical instruments have the heat of the sun. And I didn't drive it anywhere yesterday. Uh-huh. So this morning when I went to crank it up, oh, there it goes. Then it clicked in. And my radio was on 12 o'clock too. I was like, oh no. So does that mean the battery stopped for a second?
Well, the battery got low.
Had a little heart attack?
Yeah. And this cold weather, the weather changed.
That cold. Yeah.
I know, but it's just the change of the weather. It just seems like this time of year, we will sell more batteries in the next 2 months than I've sold in the whole rest of last year.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I hope you don't have to sell me one. Now, let me tell you this. Today's Cyber Monday.
Okay.
There's the story this morning about how Amazon is, this looks like it's going to happen. We're going to have drones delivering packages. Okay? This is going to happen. Amazon's going to do it. Google's going to do it. Walmart's going to do it. Who knows who else is going to jump on board, right? This is my theory. Your 17-year-old who just got his driver's license is going to hear his mom say, hey, you know what? We're out of Cocoa Puffs. Oh, I'll go to the store, Mom. You remember those days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, no. We'll just get Amazon to deliver one with a drone. Oh, Ma, I want to drive to the store. He's not going to want that stupid drone to bring the Cocoa Puffs.
No, he's not.
Right? He's going to want to drive the car. So if you get out to the car and it won't start, you got this little device here.
Yes.
You don't need a second car to jumpstart your car.
No, you don't.
So first of all, what do you call that box?
It's a jump box. It's an emergency jump starter.
Can I ask you to do me a favor?
Yeah.
For those of you watching the streaming, Matt's going to hold it up to the camera right now. This is how small it is. Look at the size. That is unbelievable. And how long does that last?
I have started 35 cars with it on one charge.
On one charge. And how do you charge it?
There's a little spot right there, and it comes with a little charger.
Oh, you just plug it into the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long does it take to charge?
It takes, I think, 4 hours.
Okay. And once it's charged, it'll start 35 cars?
Well, I've started 35 cars with it. It's nanotechnology. So when this thing is unplugged, when it's not connected to anything,
right,
there is no draw inside of it. It doesn't release any kind of static electricity. So this thing can stay charged up for 2 years.
So literally, the two advantages to this, you don't have to worry about having a second car if you're the one stuck.
Right. You really don't want. Here's one of the biggest issues using your car as a jumping station is that you don't really know what's wrong with the other car. You're assuming that the battery is just gone dead. What if the battery shorted? and now you're going to hook your jumper cables up to a car that has a shorted battery, you could do damage to your car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I never jump people off. I have one of these in my car always.
All right. And I was telling them this morning that it was $135, and you said that your dealer gave you a deal on them, so now you can pass that savings on to them.
Right, exactly. If someone's going to give me a better deal, why not pass that on to the customer? And it's a win-win for everybody.
Okay. So Matt has one he's giving away today. If you want to win this one that's in the studio right now, it's a $119 gift.
Yep.
You need to call Robin at 732-8000, have her put your name in the fishbowl, and at the end of the show, this is a 25-minute contest. It's the shortest contest I think we ever ran. At the end of the show, Matt will pick one name, and that one person will win that box right there.
I mean, as one person calls, they win.
That's it. Your competition is very slim. Trust me on this one. And it costs you nothing, just the time it takes to make a phone call. You do have a phone call on this line, though. This is not the number to call, by the way, to get your name in the bowl. This is the line to call to ask Matt questions. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Good morning, Larry.
Hey, Joe.
Man, that's great that you're offering that jump box. We have two of them where I work, and those things are phenomenal. I mean, you just take it out, you hook it up, the car starts, you're good to go.
Yep, absolutely.
My only question, Matt, have you caught up at all with the new flat plane crankshaft that they're putting in the new Ford Mustang?
No.
It's crazy. I found a YouTube video on the flat plane crankshaft, and instead of one piston firing at a time, two fire at a time.
Okay.
And it was just pretty interesting stuff. And I'll hang up, and thanks for offering the jump box, Matt.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Thank you for the call. Well, his question was over my head. What's he talking about?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, two cylinders firing at a time is not new as far as that's concerned. When I'd say back in 86, 87, they started doing away with all the carburetors and started going to multi-port fuel injection. Today, the technology is much better than it was in 1986 and 1987, but typically what they would do is they would fire two cylinders at a time, but one of the cylinders was on compression stroke and one of the cylinders was on exhaust stroke, and that was called port fuel injection. Then several years after that, they came out with sequential fuel injection, and sequential fuel injection now incorporated a cam sensor to go along with the crank sensor, and then it started firing each cylinder individually. As far as I didn't quite get what he said about the flat crankshaft.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
But that's something I'll definitely look up because I like to.
Something new.
Yeah, I like to check out stuff new because I end up checking it out sooner or later. Sometimes I wish. Sometimes
somebody
later
will bring
is a
it
little
to
bit
you.
better.
Yeah, somebody will bring one to you. So I have a question about the jump box.
Okay.
Why isn't that installed under the hood of your car? And then when your car doesn't start, you flip a switch and boom, it's attached to it.
Well, you can't leave. Well, number one, I don't know if you'd want it underneath the hood because of the heat.
But I mean, you could invent something that would be just like that, but would work.
Oh yeah.
It's an idea. Would you be stealing somebody's idea if you did that?
Well, I don't know.
Remember, you can win this if you call 732-8000 and you just tell Robin to put your name in the fishbowl. Let's take this line right now, 622-9622. Is this line? Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Hey, Larry, I'm having trouble getting through on that 732-8000.
Oh, no.
I don't know. A minute ago it said line 2 is busy, so leave your name. So this is Ann Hamilton. I just said that a couple times.
Okay. All right.
A lot of times, then it just goes dead.
Okay, and I'll ask Robin to come in here and explain. Maybe there's something that's beyond our control.
Okay.
But thank you. Yeah, I can't put your name in through this line, though. That wouldn't be fair to everybody else, nor to Matt for his show. Let's go back to the phones. And good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning, Matt. I'm Sonny calling.
Hey, Sonny.
You know what amazes me is a lot of automotive technology for some reason or the other, really didn't make it to the forefront. For example, years ago at the Indy 500 races, they had one outfit there that produced a 4-cylinder engine that produced actually about 125 horsepower per cylinder. And it was Oppenhauser. And the Oppenhauser powered cars won the Indy 500 for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years straight. And I guess for the same reason why NASCAR banned the Hemi engines that Chrysler produced. But it's amazing to me how certain technologies don't seem to make it to the forefront, even though now you have cars produced with a 4-cylinder engine that are quite powerful. But anyway, it is something how this automotive technology is going ahead. I think you explained it last week when you talk about the auto techs being computer geeks.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks again for everything, and have a good day.
Thank you, Sonny. All right, we'll take a little break. I'm going to ask Robin what's up with the phones, and we'll be right back. If you have a question for Matt, the number is 622-9622. If you want to get your name in the fishbowl to win the jump box, a $119 value today. And if you don't win it, you can buy it. It's $119.
Right.
It'll save you a lot of money. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident for Monday times of clouds and sunshine. High 78 to 82. And partly cloudy Monday night. There may be a shower along the coast. Low 64 to 68. Tuesday times of clouds and sun and warm with a shower or two in the area. The high 79 to 83. For Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a chance of a shower. High 80 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking: will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. All right, the charge box that Matt Gibbs is giving away today. is hugely popular. Let me tell you, Robin has been busy taking phone calls, Matt. So anybody who hasn't been able to get through, if you got to the answering machine, Robin will get your information off the answering machine. That's what she was doing when I just walked in there. If you're not sure if that happened, you go ahead and call 732-8000. You want to get your name in the running. We've only got 8 minutes left before we pick a name, and I'll let you pick the name.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Matt will pick the name, and if you, I cannot do it through here. It wouldn't be fair to the show. So I know Ann is the one caller who couldn't get through. Call through Ann 732-8000, and you'll get through eventually. It's just very, very packed. I went in there. Robin was what you call hair. Her hair was up and thin. Hair raising. All right. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Okay. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Say, Matt, now, with the fluctuation in temperature here in Florida, not last week, but the week before last, I had the car parked outside, and it got down to around 37, 36 degrees, and when I got in to go shopping, I checked my pressure on my dash, and my air pressure was very low because of the cold weather. Knowing 2 days later that we're going to be pushing 80 degrees, would you recommend putting air in the tires, or just waiting for the weather to warm up, or what should a guy really do in a case like that?
I mean, I you know, for the sake of safety first,
yeah,
I would put air in the tires, and then in a couple of days you may have to let it out. And that's the political correct thing, I guess I should say. But me personally, I'm gonna drive it and let the tires heat up. Then maybe I'll check them and see what they are after it warms up a little bit, and see where my pressures are. And if I need to add then, I would add then.
Yeah. Like for safety's sake, you're probably, like you say, you're better off getting them back up. Especially like if you were, let's say, like you were going to take a ride down to South Florida, and you wake up in the morning here, and it's in the 30s. And you know when you're getting down to Miami, it's going to be in the 80s. That's a situation you got to deal with.
Yeah, and we're probably only going to talk about maybe 4 or 5 pounds with warm tires, maybe the difference. Starting off and getting down there. So I just got back from Tennessee. I went to Tennessee for the holidays, and it was quite cooler in Tennessee than it was here.
Cold?
Yeah.
It wasn't really cold.
No?
But it was cool. And I never even checked my air pressure.
Yeah. You know that the tires what do they use helium in the tires? Is that correct?
Nitrogen.
Or nitrogen.
Helium make the car float.
A better solution to the problem would that hold more of a steadier temperature, tire temperature?
Yes, that's the good thing about using nitrogen. The molecule of nitrogen is the molecule of nitrogen. It doesn't get affected due to temperature, so it doesn't change. The molecule doesn't change. But when you stop and put air in a tire, you're not putting oxygen in a tire, you're putting air, which contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, all the elements that are in the air that we breathe. So there's different molecules that react differently, and that's what causes when it's colder, there's less air pressure than when it's hotter, there's a greater air pressure, because the molecules inside the tire actually change due to temperature.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I knew a guy with a Mustang, and he put helium in his tires. And he called it a hoverford.
A hoverford?
Mm-hmm.
The Ford, bang, bang?
The Ford that hovered, yes.
A Ford that hovered.
So just to re-establish the cool device that you have here. This is a great gift. One person will win today's, the one that you brought in.
Right.
But they're only $119. I've already made a decision I'm getting one.
Okay.
Maybe 2. Maybe I'll get one for me too. But don't tell my son I'm getting one for him.
We won't tell him that.
He doesn't listen. But anyway, I mean, that is a really unbelievable device. Even on the box, you said, like you tried it for 35 vehicles before you had to recharge it. The box says 30, right?
Right.
Now, I asked you, what is the warning? It says, stop, read this warning before using the product. Explain what that is again.
Well, you definitely want to read the instructions on this. When I just put it to you like this, when you use the device and you start the car, take it off as quickly as possible. You don't have to run and trip and fall, but take it off, because once the car starts, the alternator is now it's charging. because the alternator, that's what the alternator does.
Right.
So you don't want to back charge, you don't want to back feed into your box for an excessive period of time. But it explains all that. The other thing is this thing comes, the actual box itself comes wrapped in plastic. I left mine wrapped just in case it's drizzling, wet, water.
Oh, okay.
I left it on there. I just poked a hole in the charging port, and I leave it wrapped in plastic.
Let me ask you this. Sometimes people don't know that it's not the battery.
Okay.
The engine is turning over and over and over and over. It's not starting, and they say, "Oh, I must have a dead battery."
Right, but
Okay, but will they cause something harm if they think, "Oh, it's the let me get my charge box, hook it up"? Could they be harming the box or their car?
No, because you're not going to be you're not going to be feeding it until that alternator gets running and activated. It doesn't charge while it just cranks over.
Now, and what if the battery is actually dead? Because you can't jumpstart a car the battery is dead, right?
No, I actually, when these were presented to me, I told the guy, I said, come on, let's go. So we went over to After Hours Auto Salvage, the junkyard.
Right.
And I actually took this device and hooked it. There was no battery in this car. It was gone. It was junk.
Really?
And I hooked it up, and it had the keys inside of it. And I didn't start the car because the car wouldn't start because it didn't have, like the back end of the car was gone.
Okay.
It was just like the front end of the front half of a car.
Right.
But the key was in the ignition. So when I hooked that up to the two battery cables,
right,
the engine turned over. When there was no battery in the car.
Wow.
So
could you use that instead of a battery if your battery was dead?
Yeah, but you could, but as soon as the alternator started charging, it would burn it up in 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so definitely don't use it for that purpose.
You don't want to hook it on the battery and then go drive it down the road. You don't want to do that. If you hook it up and it starts the car and you disconnect the jumper, and the car stalls, that means your alternator is not alternating. You're not putting out any current. So you got a problem there. Now you could, if that's the case, you could drive with this on there because your alternator's not putting current back into this, but you're not going to go very far.
But I'm guessing 90+% of the time, this will simply crank something over just as you normally do when you jump start a car.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, I'm buying one, but somebody's going to win one, and Robin will be in here in a minute or so and bring you the fishbowl, and then somebody out there will be very happy. The rest of you who tried, thank you for trying, but unfortunately there's only one here. And I know a lot of you have called in because I saw the papers that Robin had that she's putting into the fishbowl. So, Robin, we got another minute and a half. We'll be able to do this in the next minute and a half. And Matt, what a great idea to give that away. Nice Cyber Monday gift for somebody.
I figured it's the holiday time.
It is. And somebody's going to get that nice wrapped gift. I'll put one of those fake boxes around and make it look like it's like a dog petter or something. Have you seen those fake boxes that they sell? No? Oh, I'll get you a gift. just so I can give you a fake. Just so I can give you a fake box.
Oh yeah.
we gave Galen a dashboard cam last year, and we had it wrapped in a box that said it was a coffee and brew. You made shower and brew. You made coffee in the shower. And he said, "What is this?" I said, "It's coffee." And he thought it was a real gift. All right, Rob, we got less than a minute. We need the fishbowl brought in here so Matt can pick a winner and announce the winner. And there might be a few more calls coming in.
If anybody's calling now, it's too late.
It's too late now. Wow, look at how many are in there. Wow.
I know.
Matt, you got you. Somebody's gonna be very happy with Matt.
I know.
We did. We had a woman. She called up and she wanted one. She actually heard it on the show, and I had ordered them, but I didn't have none in it. She's like, "Oh, I gotta have one because I got a car that won't start at the house."
Yeah.
So I said, "Well, come down and get mine."
We got 20 seconds, Matt.
I can't. We're still.
Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
We're still folding.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
There's so many people.
I told you had a popular show. You didn't know how many people were listening to you. All right. Sorry.
Okay, almost got 5 more.
All right.
left.
We'll just break the rules here a lot.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
break
you
the.
gave away something.
Joe and Dan aren't here yet.
Yeah, Dan's biting at the bit right now. He's-
Look at that bowl. That's unbelievable.
Okay, I'll help you read the name if it's.
And nobody's in there twice, right?
Nobody's twice.
Wow, there's only one.
I got all the people off the answering machine.
Hold on. Let me get some applause here. Hold on. I want to get some applause.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Robin, and she can read it.
All right. Who's the winner?
It's Rosa Vitus.
Wait, say it again. I had your mic off. Try it again.
Rosa Vitus.
Rosa.
Vides. Rosa Vitus.
Wow, she gets it. So she picks it up here or at your place?
No, she can come here and get it.
Come here to the radio station and pick it up. That was exciting, Matt. Look at the holy mackerel. That did more than the chiropractor's pillow. You had definitely more people wanting that than the pillow. All right, Matt, what's your phone number so we can call you and buy one at your place?
My phone number is 352-690-1993.
Wow. Everybody who didn't win one, they're only $119. Go buy one. You will not regret it. Go see Matt. He's got them for sale. And they're actually on sale. So, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll treat you right.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on weed control for an overall aesthetic appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440 or online at powellgene, Gene, at Yahoo.